Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, we will learn how we can create a custom drop-down menu with the help of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Before starting this video, first I will show you actually what we can create in this video. So here you can see I have one button and it says select a language. So when I click on this button, you can see a drop-down menu will be open, and in this I have a different option like HTML, CSS and JavaScript. If you want to select HTML, simply click on HTML and here you can see our text will be changed into HTML. So again, if you want to select JavaScript, simply click on this button and you can simply click JavaScript and here you can see our text will be updated. So in this video, we will create this beautiful project with the help of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So I hope you like this video. So let's start it. I open my code editor and first of all we create a structure of our drop-down menu. So for that I go to Explorer and create an index.html file. In this file, first I write a boilerplate and then press enter. It generates a basic structure of HTML code. In next step, I change the title of this file. So here I write custom drop-down menu. After that, in the body tag, I write a div tag and give a class name custom dropdown. And in this div tag, I write another div tag and give a class name with a dropdown header. And in this div, I pass a text like a select language. You can write any text here according to your project. In next step, I create one more div and give a class name drop list. This drop-down list contains a different items like HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So for that, I create 3 more div and give a class name with drop atom, or you can simply say drop-down atom. And in first we have a HTML and I copy this, and in this I have a CSS. Again I copy this and here I write JavaScript and save the file. So after that I gave a ID to this div drop down list. So here I write ID and I gave a ID name drop down list. Okay. So I save the file and run this on a browser. And here you can see I get a basic structure of our drop down menu. In next step, we style this structure. So I use a CSS here. I go to a VS Code and here I create a CSS file. So here I write style.css. And in the first step, we link this style CSS file in index.html. So I go to index.html file and below the title, here I write a link tag. And in href attribute, I pass this style.css file. I save this HTML file and again go to style.css file. And here I select a universal selector and give a margin 0. Padding 0, box sizing, border box. After that, I select this body tag and style this. So here I write body and give a height 100 VH, display flex, align atom center, and also give background color black. Save this file and again go to a browser. And here you can see I cannot see any text here because our text color and background color both will be a black. Due to this reason, I cannot see a text on our web page. So again, I go to a VS Code and here I write a color and give color white. And now you can see I see this color. Okay. And one more thing you notice, our text in our left side. So I want to set in a center. So for that I go to a VS Code and here you can see I gave a justify content center property and save the file, and now you can see our text in a center. So again I go to a VS Code and style this structure. I go to index.css file and first we select this custom drop down menu. And here I give a property position relative. And after that, again I go to index.html file and select this drop down header. We give a width 150 pixel, padding 10 pixel, and border will be a 1 pixel solid light gray. And after that we give a cursor pointer, and then we change the background to white. Save the file, and again I go to a browser, and here you can see I get our text color white and its background will be a white. So now what we can do here, I go to VS Code and remove this color white. Okay, and again I go to index.html file. Now I select the drop down list and style this div. So first we give a position absolute, then top 100% and left 0, width 100%, and give a border 1 pixel solid ICC, and after that box shadow will be a 2 pixel and 8 pixel, and give this white color RGB 250 255 255 and 0.5. Save this, and also give a background color will be a white. Save the file and go to a browser and see the changes. So here you can see I get this output. So again I go back to VS Code and go to index.html file and select drop down atom. First we say padding 10 pixel, cursor pointer, and transition background color will be a 0.3 second. Okay, and after that I select this drop down atom and apply a hover and change the background color like this. See F0 F0 F0. Save this file and again go to a browser, and here you can see now I get a better look. You can see when I hover on this drop down atom, the background will be a J. Now we add a functionality on this button. When I click on this select language, the drop down menu will be show, and when we click on this, and it will be a hide. Okay, so like this functionality we add on this button. So for first we go to VS Code, and in drop down list we say display none. Save the file, and here you can see a drop down menu will be hide, and now I add a functionality. When we click on this, it will be a show here, and we select a different option. So for that I use a JavaScript. So I go to VS Code, and here we create one more file with the name of script.js. So in script file, first we create our toggle drop down function. So here I write function and toggle drop down. You can give any name to this function, and in this function first we target this drop down list div and then apply a condition on it. Okay, so for that here I write const drop down list is equal to document.getElementById, and here I pass the ID of this drop down div. Okay, so I pass this ID, copy this and go to script.js file, and here I paste. Okay, in next step what we can do here, I apply a condition on this drop down list. Okay, so here I write drop down list dot style dot display, and here I write drop down list dot style dot display is equal to block, and sorry I write something like that, and here I use a ternary operator. So here I write this, convert this into a none, and if it's a none, it then convert into a block. Okay, so what actually I can do here, I say when drop down list is equal to block, then convert this into a none, and this mean hide, and if drop down menu will be hide, then show them. Okay, so here I show you what actually I say. So in style.css file, here you can see I have a drop down list. Here I apply a display none. So in JavaScript file, what we can do here, if the value of display is equal to none, then convert into a block. And here you can see it value will be a none. And when we call this function, it convert into a display block. And when here our value will be a block, it convert into a none. Okay. So in next step, what we can do here, I use this function in index.html file. So first here we use a script tag, and in src attribute here I pass this script.js file, and after that in header section I use this function toggle dropdown. So I go to index.html file, and in header section I use on click, and in this on click I pass this function toggle. So I copy this function and paste here. Now I save the file and go to a browser, and here you can see when I click on this select language, it show a drop down list, and we can select HTML, CSS and JavaScript. But in this time I cannot select any value. So for that I create one more function, and say when we can select this, it will update here. Okay. So for that I go to a VS Code and go to script file, and here I create a function with the name of select option, because we want to select a different option like HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, and this function take one parameter with the name of option. You can give any name, and in this first we select the header section. Okay, so first we select this section. So here I write const drop down header is equal to document dot query selector, and here I pass this class name, this one. Okay, I copy this class name and paste here. We select this header because when I want here I can show you, I want when I click on this the value will be changed here. Okay, so due to this reason I select this select language header. In next step, here I use drop down header and dot text content is equal to option. So actually what we can say in this line, will show you. I say when I click on this HTML, we send this HTML like as a parameter, and then in this value will be changed. Okay, the text content will be a change. This text content will be a select language, and when I click HTML, this will be updated to HTML. Okay, and after that I use this toggle dropdown function here. So here I write toggle dropdown and save the file. And in next step I use this select option function in our atom. So here you can see here I have a drop down atom. Here I write on click, and here I pass this. Okay, and in this I set as a parameter like HTML, and copy this on click event and paste in these atom, and here I say CSS and JavaScript. Save the file and go to a browser and reload the page, and now our project will be ready. So I click on this, you can see I show our drop down atom list. So here I want to select HTML. When I click on this HTML, you can see it never be updated. What happened? So again I go to a VS Code and check what happened here. Skip file, select option, and this one drop down header. I go to a browser and inspect this page and go to a console, and on call type error property dot text content. Okay, I reload the page and again select. So it say cannot set property of null sending text content. So it gave this errors because I go to VS Code and I will show you. So here you can see I use a query selector, and in query selector we mention this is a class or this is a ID. So here I select a class. You can see here this is a class name. Okay. So before class we add a dot here. Okay. And save the file and again go to a browser. Now reload the page and again click on this select language and click on HTML. You can see HTML will be selected and again click on this and JavaScript will be selected and CSS. So like that you can create a custom drop-down menu with the help of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. I hope you found this video helpful. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel for watching more video like this one, and I will see you in the next video.